Hey boys and girls, welcome back. It's me, Keith, the Misprint Guy, and welcome to week 40, in which I share with you all kinds of strange and unusual cards from a game called Magic the Gathering. Misprints, test prints, if there's something downright weird with it, I want to share it with you. So now what do I have for you this week? Well, here's the thing. If you've seen my other videos, one of the things that I share with you was this weird dragon whelp that has this weird 3D quality. And this was kind of their precursor to foils. Now, while this failed, other card games adopted something very similar to this. In this case, we have a sticker applied over a normal Magic card, and it has this weird 3D quality to it. So again, Magic the Gathering did not adopt that, but as you probably know, they ended up with foils. And although they have evolved over the years, if you can think back to the older sets that actually have foils, that was the concept that they adapted for the first foil sets. But here's the thing. Now, obviously, Urza's Saga is the first set to actually have foils. Now, those were given away as prizes, and only a certain amount of these Urza's Saga cards are put into foils. The following sets and on to the present day, that is where we now have foil sets, and you can get them in packs and the like. So now the thing is, before they had to release these foils, they had to, well, just figure out what they were doing and how they wanted them to look. So what I have here, this is a card from Exodus, and well, it's foil. This is a rejected, just like the Dragon Whelp, this is kind of their failed attempt. I have a handful of cards, and they are all from Exodus. So now let me drop in some scans so you can actually see these a little bit better. Now the first one that I share with you here, that is an Oath of Lieges, and it is a rare from Exodus, and if you can see, it has this weird quality to it. It appears to me that they made this card as a white bordered card and then put the foil over it. Now let me drop in another card. This is a very similar situation, and that is Plague Bearer. Now I have several examples of these, and let me just drop in one that looks a lot more like what you are used to seeing. Now that is a Fighting Chance, and aside from the fact that we have a little test marking there on the right of the artwork, there's a little +1. Now there's like +1, +2, -1, -2, things like that appear on these cards. That is, each one that I've seen has a different foiling process to it, and it'll be thicker, and it just looks a bit different. And then some of them, it's really hard for me to be able to convey in my scans as well as my images here. Some of these cards, the artwork itself may not be foil, and then the rest of the card is, or in some cases I've seen the text box done differently. The Exodus symbol looks a lot different than you would be accustomed to seeing on the earlier foils. But this is essentially them doing this in-house. These cards were not meant to be released. These did not come in packs, so don't think that by opening up old Exodus packs you might have a weird outside chance of getting these. That's just not the case. Now the thing is, what they did was they picked one card of every color, and that includes lands, artifacts, the 5 basic colors, and they were all Exodus cards, and then they made them into foils and of varying degrees. So this card right here, there is also a version of it that looks remarkably similar to this, and vice versa. But the weird thing about Exodus is it does not have any gold colored cards. So what they did, I'm not sure why they didn't just back up into Tempest, but they picked, let me drop in a scan there for you, they picked a card from Visions. That's just one of those weird, goofy cult cards that never really amounted to much, but that's that little hippo guy from Visions, and it looks pretty cool. So, this again, this is just them playing around in-house, trying to figure out what they're going to do. So that's all this is. These are them testing out the foils that we are now accustomed to seeing. Modern day cards are different, but when you look back into like Urza's Legacy, Urza's Destiny, Mercadian Masks, that's when, those are the early earlier sets with the foils, and that's when you see this kind of foiling process happen. So with other changes, I mean, these cards, in some cases, I mean, for example, I mean, the two cards I just held up, this card right here, this does not have the foil star, but there are versions of it that have that foil star that you're accustomed to seeing at the bottom of the card, and this one does. So again, this is them trying to, you know, figure out what they're going to do, whether or not that star at the bottom of the cards is a good idea. I mean, you know, again, this is the type of thing that was not supposed to be released, but was. So I just wanted to let you know that yes, there are a handful of Exodus cards, one of every color, that are done with the foiling process like this. So I figured you would like to know that those actually exist. As far as prices go, these go into the, I mean, they're in the high hundreds, and there are a few cards that are actually good. There you go. Let me just drop in a scan of, without a doubt, the most expensive one, and every time I turn around, that one's more expensive, and that one's well into the thousands. So yeah, I mean, that's really all that I have to share with you this week. And don't worry, you know, those foiling processes and changes that happened at a later date, well, you better believe that there's weird foil cards of those too. And they were always just trying to refine the process. So I will be sharing some of those cards with you in the very near future, okay? So otherwise, you know, if you have questions, comments, concerns, as always, feel free to get a hold of me. Otherwise, I will see you soon, so take care.